Hello everyone, welcome to week 13. I want to start by having a quick message to say thank you to Mo for filling in for me last week, and I also want to apologise to the rest of the league for allowing Mo to fill in for me last week. That was quite a horrific video to watch. We'll start with me versus Ian. Following the Turkey Bowl games, I think Ian's in a stronger position with Lutz having hit 17 for him on Thursday night, compared to the about 30 odd I got from a combination of Dak and Cooper. Both expecting to be without key running backs this week. I've lost Mac for another week. Howard looks like he's probably going to be out for Ian, who's put up some surprisingly good performances for him over the past few weeks. We should have a pretty clear idea who's going to be top of Div 1 following the 49ers-Ravens game. Not only do I have Coleman going in that one, we've got dueling defences as well, and we're going to see the weather play a huge factor in this game. There's reports of it being very wet and the wind blowing across the sidelines, which will affect deep passing and ball grip and all those kind of factors. Probably putting a real advantage in the defense's hands, I think. I think it's going to be a close game, but as things stand, I do need to back Ian to win this one, I think, and therefore secure Div 1. Next, move on to Brad v Ryan. Sad stat for Brad, really. Only 4.8 points coming from Thomas on Thursday night, where he left Golladay on his bench, who went absolutely hog against the Bears defense. Things get worse for Brad as well. He's lost Everett as well, and he's got Murray, who's questionable with a hamstring injury. And Brad, at the time of making this, hasn't picked up his handcuff in Brett Hundley. Whether he wants to make that move or not, probably would be the smart thing to do. Brett Hundley is probably the future of the NFL, as I've said, for the past 3-4 years. So let's see if he makes that change. I can't look past Ryan here as the obvious winner. I'm going to say you have to watch the Packers-Giants game to see if Aaron Jones can really inflict a lot of pain against Brad this week. Move on to Mo v Stu. Stu absolutely in pole position coming into Sunday. A nice 17-point game from the Saints defense against the Falcons. And he's still got probably the best pair of running backs still to play as well in the league in McCaffrey and Jacobs. Mo, on the other hand, has very little to be thankful for after Thursday night with a distinctly mess showing from his team. He's also got Lockett coming back, but he's making his way back from a serious leg injury. We'll see if he's got any rust he needs to shake off. He's expected to be okay, but I think it's going to be a very difficult one for Mo to win. So back in Stu here. And I'm going to say make the Monday night game your one to watch. Let's move on to Andy v Tom. Tom finally had the balls to start Singletary by the looks of things, and it paid off for him with a nice 16-point showing there. Andy is all about the Titans-Colts game this week. He's got 3 starters in that game alone, including Adam Vinatieri, who's having the worst season of his career. And the reports are it's going to be very windy in Indy. I think probably actually a moderate wind, about something around 60 miles an hour. Now, people believe that Lucas Oil is a domed stadium. It's not. It has a retractable roof, which means that if Jim Irsay wanted, he could open up the stadium to the elements. Probably won't do that, but he could if he wanted, but he probably won't. But, maybe that will be a factor. But I think, Tom's going to probably win this one. Keep a close eye on that Browns-Pittsburgh game, though. And really, I just want someone to tell me if there's going to be another fight. I really do want to see that. Finally, we'll move on to Phil v Triss. I think both will probably be disappointed after their showing on Thursday night. 42 points from Phil, coming from pretty much half his team. And Triss failed to capitalise on that with only 17 points coming from Ridley and Kamara. Triss is keeping Mahomes in, despite reports of up to 20-mile-an-hour gusts in Kansas, and that's going end zone to end zone from what I can understand. So again, that's going to affect things like deep passing, which people sometimes question Mahomes' arm strength, and is that ball going to sit going one way? Is it going to sail and going the other way? You always hear these reports about people not liking Mahomes' arm strength. And that can have a real impact on this game. Let's see if he can actually throw into these wins. Keeping him is a huge risk, so for that reason alone, I'm going to have to pick Phil to win this one. Be sure to watch that Oakland-Kansas game for me, though. Guys, that's my picks. See you again.